Hello everyone and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. This is our new perspective for the day to exercise our intuitions, and we are using the Sun and Moon mini tarot in a tip. And hold on just a second. Okay, there's a car across the street. Phyllis had to bark at it. Okay, so we're using the Sun and Moon tarot. It's a mini tarot, and it comes in a tin, and it's one of my favorites. I travel with it all the time. And today we got the Chariot, the Tower, the Hierophant, the Princess of Pentacles, which is also the same as the Page of Pentacles in this deck, and the Two of Cups, and the Emperor. So we have four major arcana today. Major arcana are major situations and events in our lives that will not go unacknowledged. So there's, in this draw, that would imply that there's something significant going on, right? The Chariot implies moving forward. It's forward movement. It's leaving the past behind and exploring forward. As I've said before, for me, the Chariot reminds me of the allegory of the cave, where, that saying, you can't go home again. It's because, once you go out into the world and, learn so much more than what you had known before in that little cave, you can't go back to that cave knowing what you know now, and you just keep going out and exploring more and expanding your mind, right? So that's what the Chariot's doing. Essentially, they're moving forward. They've gained all of the knowledge and lessons and whatnot that they needed to in the town that is usually behind them. It's not in this picture, but in the traditional tarot, the Chariot has a little town or village or kingdom or whatever you want to call it behind them, and they're moving forward away from it, right? Because they've gained all that they've needed to gain in that little kingdom, and they're going off to new adventures and new explorations, right? The Tower card is about changes and challenges, right? It's about swift changes, and it's about knocking down what is no longer useful and creating a more solid foundation to build a new life, to build something stronger, more stable, that will last the test of time, right? Because without a solid foundation, that tower is going to fall over anyway, right? The Hierophant speaks to authority. It used to be called the Pope card back in the day. So it speaks to a power of education and authority and knowledge, great wisdom, traditional thinking as well. The keeper of traditions, right? When it's paired with something, much like the Two of Cups or the Four of Wands, which is not in here, but we have the Two of Cups here, that could imply a traditional marriage, right? The Emperor is the Divine Father, right? He's all four of the kings in the different suits in the tarot wrapped into one. It's about standing in your power. He is the ultimate authority. He not only gives wise counsel, but he knows when to receive it. He knows how to take care of the people around him. And this is masculine energy. He's the divine masculine to the Empress, which is the divine feminine, right? The divine mother, right? So he has all of these tools, and he uses them all equally. And he stands in his power and authority. And all of the kings from all of the other suits come to the Emperor for wise counsel, right? Because he understands all of them, and he can utilize all of those elements equally in an authoritative way that creates this stability and balance, right? And he's about growth, right? And stability himself. The Emperor card being number 4, right, which is about stability. So we have 2 cards here talking about stability and 2 cards here talking about growth. But there's also these 2 cards that are talking about authority, right, and knowledge. And then we have the Princess of Pentacles, which is the same thing as the Page of Pentacles. So pages are the children of the court cards, right? So looking at the world through childlike eyes, having a new vision of wonder when it comes to, in this case, Pentacles, which is earth element, which rules over all things in our material world, right? So it has everything to do with our world, looking at the world with childlike eyes, seeing a new way of creating that physical abundance, whether it's monetarily or in physical relationships or in, pursuits for what you want to do with your life purpose, what you want to do for work, how you want to build your home, things of that nature, right? And the 2 of Cups, Cups is water element, right? Which rules over emotions, feelings, intuition. It's very fluid, right? Like water. It's very fluid and it just kind of goes where it goes. And it doesn't go where it's not wanted. It just flows where it's drawn to go, right? And it just goes for it, right? Now, the 2 of Cups is also known as the soulmate card, a union of 2 souls that have a soul contract together, that were meant to be. This is the soulmate card. It's true love in every aspect of what love is. And love is many things, right? So true soulmate, right? So with all of these cards together, what is your intuition singing to you? Take a deep breath. Think about which card drew your eye to it first. That's where you want to start, okay? There's no designation. There's no past, present, future on this. I just threw 6 cards down there. Usually I will just I don't have a basic format that I use. I just throw some cards out there, right? And I will let my intuition guide me from card to card and listen to those messages. So they connect with one another, but they'll connect with one another in a different way for everyone. What are those messages that you're receiving with, listening? Just, you have to take a breath and just let go of the ego, because our ego mind is in our conscious level, right? And our intuition is at our subconscious level. So we need to sloth off that ego and stop, trying to make a structure out of it, and just take a breath and let our intuition come forth and guide us. And it's very gentle. It's a very gentle guidance. And let your intuition guide you from card to card with whatever message it is that you need connection with, right? Let me know what you are getting out of these 6 cards in the comment section below. That would be wonderful to share different perspectives with each other. So I got some oracle cards. We got some moon magics. Let's see what we got here. I am loved beyond measure. Isn't that beautiful? And absolutely correct, right? And I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. Well, I think that this is absolutely appropriate. There we go. For these 6 cards, right? And then we got a fairy wisdom oracle card. What do we get? Number 3, hummingbird dreams. Isn't that pretty? See if I can get all of that in there. Hummingbird dreams. So let me read from the guidebook what this says. Number 30. 30. Do. 30. Here we go. Hummingbird dreams. Keyword, the smallest. Even those who seem the least to us have their dreams. The tiniest and the weakest have their place in the universe just as we do. They have a special job that only they can do, a place that only they can fill. There is no one being that is more important or more worthy than another, regardless of the form in which they choose to express themselves in life. We marvel at the tiniest hummingbird. How can it move its wings so rapidly that it can hover in one spot and then fly off in a split second? What strength and agility it has. What divine form. It's hard to believe that something so tiny can bring so much beauty and wonder. If you are feeling small and insignificant, remember your uniqueness. The only shoes you have to fill are your own, and they fit you just fine. There are no insignificant people, none who are less whole than another. Eliminate prejudices and judgments, whether cast upon yourself or another. If you feel that someone is not up to your standards, then realize that is what you are projecting upon them. Change your perspective and see them truly as they are, a reflection of God energy, just as you are. Spirit expresses through us all in its own way. It's not for us to second guess. If you are feeling less than whole, remember your divine birth and take comfort in knowing that you are divinely perfect. Pursue your dreams and know that you are divinely guided. Have faith in your dreams and your abilities. It's okay to have faith in other people's dreams. Help and encourage them to believe in themselves. The chant is, I am a unique being. There is no other like me. My purpose is my own to fulfill. No one else can do this. Spirit expresses through me in a way that only I can give expression. My gifts to the world are mine alone to give. I am in divine harmony with all life. So be it. Take time to notice the smallest things today. Well, that's just perfect. That's brilliant. And I can see where the connections lie between the oracle cards and the 6 cards that we have laid out here. What connections do you see? Let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next video.